Welcome everyone. I'd like to begin today by reading you a short piece from Living in the Presence by Tilden Edwards. And he's talking about breath. Breathing is fundamental to our physical being. In Scripture, it is a symbol of life. From Genesis, God breathed life into Adam. Through Revelation, a breath of life from God entered them. More specifically, it becomes a symbol of God's life, God's Spirit, God's holy wind, Ruach in Hebrew, Pneuma in Greek, inspiring life. Physical breath is a very apt symbol of God's Spirit and our spirit. Breath is invisible to the naked eye, yet it is very real and powerful. It cleanses, enlivens, and calms us. It cannot be confined in one place. It has a dynamic quality of movement, drawing on the air that pervades us inside and out. Breath reveals the illusion in any sense of ultimate self-isolation and separateness. We are always drawing it into us and returning it, demonstrating the fluidity of our embodiment, its literal interdependence with the rest of life. Breath is our breath, and yet it is not. It is air that we cannot possess. Such physical realities help us to understand the subtle intimacy of our human, divine interconnectedness. If you'd like to close your eyes, notice what it feels like to be in this body self that is you right now. Most of us go through our whole days and sometimes whole lives without paying attention to this body self. And as you do begin to pay attention, notice if there are any places of tension. Places where your muscles might be in tight knots. As you scan your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, notice if there are any tender places. And send compassion to those places in your body, thanking them for the hard work they're doing. You might offer to pay some more attention to what they're telling you in the future. Becoming aware of your breathing, this life-giving process that goes on all of the time, even when we aren't conscious of it. Notice if you're breathing with only a small part of your lungs, or whether you're taking the breath deep into your whole being, down to the very bottom of your lungs, up to the top of your shoulders. Notice if your tummy moves in and out as you inhale and as you exhale. This is how a baby breathes when it's breathing naturally, before its body has become tensed or locked up in the stress of living. Let your body relax, opening to the breath of life. Let the tension flow out of your body and through your feet. And begin to allow your breath to move deeper into your being. Take a deep breath down to your belly, breathing in deeply the healing presence of God, the goodness and grace, and take it right down to the core of your being. As you breathe out, let the breath carry with it any poisons, physical, emotional, spiritual, that have built up in your system. Breathe in newness of possibility. Breathe in hope. Let go of stress and tensions that are stored in your body self, in your emotional self, or your spiritual self. Breathe in life energy. The creating breath of God that was there from the beginning. And breathe out whatever would block you from being fully present to this time. Again, notice your body. If there are still tense places, imagine this healing breath going directly to those spots, loosening the tension, letting go, letting be, letting open, letting unlock. Notice the inner space that's being prepared and opened inside you. Space for the sacred presence, for the Holy One to be with you. Your own sacred space, your own holy ground. As you look at your own life, or perhaps the life of the community, are there places of deep loss, or places where things feel dislocated or lifeless? Are there places where you need to break through a wall of denial about how things really are? Simply be with that place in your life, asking the Spirit to offer you wisdom. Or maybe you're at a different place in your life. Perhaps hearing God evoking a new life in you. What does that need in order to grow? Are you being invited into a new phase? Is there anything you can do to allow it to come to fullness? Can you trust Spirit working in you? Where are you feeling the life-giving breath of the Spirit in your life right now? Or are you experiencing your hope being renewed? Or are you feeling restored to aliveness, to vitality, to wholeness? Breathe in goodness and grace. Take it right into the core of your being. Breathe in newness of possibility. Breathe out all that would block this newness from coming into your being. Breathing in, opening to the breath of life. Letting go of all that's not needed for this time. Listening for where the life-giving breath of the Spirit is moving right now. Where are those places being restored to aliveness, vitality, to wholeness? And when you feel ready, gradually draw yourself back, noticing your breath, noticing your body self, sitting or lying. Feel your connection with the earth. Making some gentle movements with your toes and fingers. Circles with your shoulders and head. And when you're ready, open your eyes. finish, I'd like to read a poem by Mark Nepo called Adrift. It's been speaking to me lately. Everything is beautiful, and I am so sad. This is how the heart makes a duet of wonder and grief. The light spraying through the lace of the fern is as delicate as the fibers of memory, forming their web around the knot in my throat. The breeze makes the birds move from branch to branch as this ache makes me look for those I've lost in the next room, in the next song, in the laugh of the next stranger. In the very center, under it all, what we have that no one can take away, and all that we've lost face each other. It is there that I am adrift, feeling punctured by a holiness that exists inside everything. I am so sad, and everything is beautiful. The Spirit in me greets the Spirit in you.